Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Chaos to Calm Budgets. This is my channel where we are trying to clear a mammoth amount of debt through cash stuffing and budgeting. This is reviewing of week 2 for September. So let's see how we're doing. Let's put things where they need to be and equate for what we've spent. So let's start with budget book. I just need to rule off from last week. Do I have a red pen? Where's my red pen gone? Oh, I will just do it, I think, from a highlighter because I can't find the red pen that I like to use. So just ruling off from where we got up to last week. What have we spent this week? So fuel is colour coded blue, I think. Just double checking. Yeah. So husband did put in £20 into his car. We've got food where we spent at, I think that was just washing up liquid. I just couldn't stretch what I had left. I had to go and get some more. Got food here, but I have also put fun in brackets there because some of the spends for that was for my daughter's party gathering, family gathering that we had for her birthday this week. So I was going to pull some of that we budgeted from the fun budget to cover some of the food budget. I think that was all that was there for food. For fun, that's a pink. We have date night and another date night somewhere, I think. Yeah, down here. So we spent for our night out well below what we budgeted. That was a total of £14.49 plus the £22.80. So I only spent £37.29 and we budgeted £80 on that one. However, we have spent £31 there for some barbecue meat because we did some barbecue food for in the rain. Yes, my husband did stand out in the rain yesterday to barbecue this food for the birthday family gathering that we did for my daughter. Bless him. And spent on some helium balloons and candles and whatnot, birthday cards there. And when I went out to my birthday treat that my friend bought me, went to a festival she bought tickets for. I spent a total of £117.97, so that was over budget for that. So in total, so I added in those two. I'll add the 31 in. I'll add the £11.63 and I'll add in the date night of £22. Oh no, I did that one already. Did date night. Let's take that one off. The £117.97. We spent a total of £197.89 so far on that. Now I budgeted 100. So it'd be 16.60, which is 120 plus 50 for my daughter's birthday, so that's 170. So yeah, we are over on that, so minus 170. So yeah, we're overspent by 27.89 on that budget, so I'm going to have to probably find that from one of my other folders. So from my actual folders here, I think what I'll do now that I've done the fuel, food and fun bit, let's get that all from the files into the right categories to pay off credit card and any payments on our joint account. So I'll get them adding up first and then we'll go have a look at the others. So for food then, we've spent a total of let's have a look, £116.78 plus £1.30. So 118 and 80. Now, I don't think we had that much in food left. It was a challenge from last week. I clearly did not stick to that challenge, so we're going to have to try and make that work. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75 from that food budget. That leaves us nothing for food for the rest of the month. So we'll have to think very carefully about how we do this. So I'm going to minus 75 from that figure. So we're £43.80 that we still have to equate for. I'm going to move to my notes here. Don't know what that means. Don't know why I wrote that there. I'll just go to my notes. So from the food budget, I owe you £43.08. Then fun budget. Placeholders out of here. We have 220, 30, 35, 40, 45 and 50. So £250 for all of our planned activities from fun. I'm just going to double check what I did budget. So for September, some of that's already been spent. So I think it was, so yeah, £253.40 we had left. So I think I rounded down to 250. Just double checking what we spent on fun. £14.49 there, £31 there, £11.63 there, £22.80 there, and then £117.97, which gives us a total of £197.89. Actually, maybe I've just done that. Maybe I've done those sums. I did do those sums wrong. I added 60 and 60, 120, then added the 50. It's 1880. So let's minus 80, and then minus 50. So I'm actually up £12.11. So fun. I might have to pull there up by £12.11. And what I wanted to budget there. I need to leave £50, £40, I think. Is that right? So I basically spent 200, didn't I? Yeah. So I need to say 40 for our theatre trip next week. So 20, 30 and 40. I'm going to put 210 there to pay for that. So I'm just going to pop that back into the wallet. I am going to have to try and do a week's of no food shopping, but let's see how we get on. I'm going to have to buy some milk. There will have to be some milk, but we'll figure that out. So if I'm up on that one and I owe that one, so I'm going to take the £12.11 away from the £43.08. So I'm actually an IOU. I'm going to cross that out. IOU £30.97. See if we can make that up from somewhere else now. So, and then the fuel, let's take £20 out of there. So we have got 20 there and then 30 left. I have to check with my husband how we think if we're going to stretch that 30. Should be able to. Thinking about taking a little bit of that to cover for the overspend on the food. So that's that. Now, for our other folders, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll check the football and the guide fund next, but we'll do family fun. I spent, right, family fun. Oh, this is purple, isn't it? So bakery, we did a bakery treat for my family, and also it's a little treat for my husband and my son after they go to the barbers. So both trips came to £14.25. So we'll pull that out of family fun, which I think is the green folder. Have a look. Nails, clothes. Family fun. So take 15. I need to put £5 back into that. So can I break that £20 denomination down somewhere? Right, from the football fund, I think there's fivers in there. So I'm going to swap out 10, 15 and 20. That to one side, put the 20 back into the football fund, keep that there. Then we're going to pay the 15 into spent on credit or in the joint account. I think that one was the joint account, so that's got to go back into the joint account. And then back in the family fun folder is £5 remaining. So that's that one paid for. So we'll tick. So that's been done, that's been done, that's been done. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one has been done. Then we have, oh, another £5.99 from Family Fun. Oh, that's basically my fiver. And then I'm still £1. That's fine. That was my husband purchasing a Kindle book. That doesn't leave anything left in the Family Fun budget. Now, I should have I swapped it out. I didn't need to swap it out, did I? Never mind. So, that one there, highlight off and paid. And then I will put an IOU here. £1, that one. So I'll add that into the joint account. That one is credit card. £1 credit card. Or spent on credit. So I'm trying to make sure that I don't forget that one. Right, miscellaneous. I think I've overspent on the miscellaneous fund because my husband has bought beer kegs, and I did a Home Bargains trip there as well for, well, that's more like that spend there was, a lot of it was house maintenance. So do I take it out of house maintenance rather than miscellaneous? What have I got in miscellaneous? I think I actually took some for my pound challenge. I might end up putting an IOU in there. Yeah, I think there's £30 there. Yeah, so I'm going to put an IOU. I'm going to add the miscellaneous up. So green highlighter, I think, for miscellaneous. That was beer kegs. I did say before on previous videos I was going to start putting a little bit of a slush fund for when my husband buys beer kegs. So that might be an extra folder, I think, the next time we do a setup, and I'll start doing a bit of a slush fund for that. I can pay 30. I'm going to put an IOU into my folder. So 60 plus £9.61, £69.61, and then minus the 30. I'm going to do a little IOU, £39.61. Not how I wanted to get there, but I also don't want to just keep overspending without having any accountability. I'm not going to add more into my miscellaneous. We're just not going to spend it. We're going to have to try not to spend on it. So that's paid for. Clothes. It's terribly overspent on clothes this month. However, it's justified. My little man desperately needed some more pajamas and some other bits and bobs. He's just growing at the rate of knots. My daughter here, Asda clothes, we had to get her a couple new shirts for school. So that's those two. Now I know I've already got an IOU in clothes, which I think is in this folder as well. Yours, clothes, yeah. So I'm just going to add to my IOU here on that. And I think what I'm going to do for the next few months is just budget £100 a month on clothes, because I'm finding that we are needing them. And even if we do go with Vinted and other cheaper options, I think coming up we're going to need new coats. My little man's going to need a new coat. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. So that's clothes, 41 there, and then £7.50 there. It's a total of, cross that out, IOU 176.21. I'm going to clear that because that's just sitting on the credit card, and we can't have it sitting on the credit card. It'll end up accumulating interest. So we're going to have to clear that next month. Definitely is what it is. And then I want to try and build more of a surplus. So that's that accounted for. Miscellaneous I've already accounted for on that one. DLA has already been sorted. That automatically comes out of my little pot that I've got for DLA money that goes for my little man. And then the last but not least is house maintenance. £56 is for my we had a sofa. We had an old sofa sitting in the conservatory. It needed to go. So my husband has arranged for the local council, and it was £56 for up to 3 items. It's a 2-piece sofa set, so that's getting rid of. It needs to go. It's such a clutter and an eyesore in my garage. I cannot move around. So yeah, justified. £56 house maintenance. I think that one is more of my longer term. Yeah, it's in my longer term folder. It's in the pink one. So let's have a look. Farm maintenance, house maintenance. Yeah. So I have got, how much have I got in here? 20, 40, 60, 80. 80 minus 56. 24 left, so I am going to leave 20. I'm going to put 60 in there, make up the difference, and take the £4 that I owe. So that's that one. So that's those there. So that's paid for. I'm going to cross that one off because that's paid for, and then take 3 off this one. So that's £27.97 still owed for the food. Now, the only thing I need to balance now is the football fund. So what have we got left? So we are now here. That's been and gone. So we've got Dad v Dads. That's £6 a time. If he does it, I don't think he will be doing it, but we always equate for it. So 2 lots of 6 plus the 1-to-1 that my little man does at 25, and then another £5 training session on Saturday. Then he's got football there at £5, a Dad v Dads, £25 1-to-1, and then we get paid there. So there needs to be £84 in the football fund. Let's see if there's any spare. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. That will cover that. £15 spare. So I'm going to pop that into that. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. Is there any notes in here? Yeah, let's swap some of those out because it does benefit from like a 10, and that's 1 5. There's 2 5s, and then what have we got here? 20, 40, 60, 80 is 2 10s, 3, 4 10s. We've got any 20s. I think I did swap out a 20, didn't I? Yep, let's put that back. So make sure I've got 85. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. Perfect. That needs to go on to spent on credit or into the joint account. I'll add up what needs to go into the joint account and what needs to go on the credit card. That would be a total of, which I'll count up in a sec. I'm just going to get rid of this. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 25, 125, perfect. And that then adds all of that up. That was an extra 15. That was it on the what we owe here. So £27.97 minus 15. So that still leaves us with £12.97. So I need to find £13 from somewhere to cover that expense. So what I'm going to do is, let's have a think. I'll take it out of hair. I don't think, oh no, it's not in that one. So the hair fund builds up because I go about every 3 months or so. I think my next hair appointment is a smaller cost, so I think I could sacrifice. I would like to do, I'm going to put 20 in, take 5 back, so that's 15, so I'm £2 up, and I'm going to take that because it's just extra to pay off the credit card, which means it can only go towards debt. I'm happy with that. That has cleared that IOU. Cross all this out now. Only thing outstanding now is if I can put anything towards my pound challenge. Let's have a look. What can I contribute? So we are behind, significantly behind. We're still in the middle of August. I still need to make this up. Week 34, I owe £28 to cross off that one. Let's see what I can pull from my files to make that up. £28. I won't take any more from hair. Nails, there's nothing left in that. That's been spent this month. Got an IOU on skincare and beauty. Clothes is an IOU. Birthdays and occasions, I need to save that. We've got another birthday at the end of this month. Family fun, as you know, is nothing left. And I've got an IOU in miscellaneous. So we'll keep that there. That's not going to do anything. Is there anything left? Oof, knocking my folders over. There we go. Football I've already accounted for. That's just took money. I can't take anything from that. Food spent. Fuel. And take 10 from that. I think there's 30 there. We're going to try and make 20 spread for the rest of the month. So £10 there. Put that to one side. I don't want to take any more from fun because I think we're going to struggle with the 40 that's there anyway. So I'm going to keep that there. That's where I put my spent on credit. So that's that one. Can't take out of that then. What's in my long term? I don't want to take from my phone repair because I do desperately want to build that up. 10. So that's 20. Definitely don't want to take from my car maintenance. The car's in for an MOT and a service tomorrow, so we'll leave that. House maintenance. Let's do another 10. There. try and get that to build up, 'cause I desperately want a new Hoover now. Nothing in travel money because we've got nothing, we're not travelling anytime soon, so we're leaving that dry for the moment. These are religiously I'm saving towards. I have to make that payment every month now because it is what I've calculated we need to pay divided by so many months for our 2026 holiday. So I need to make sure that there is enough in the account for that. So we'll leave that one there. And then, yeah, same for our anniversary trip. I suppose desperately want to get to 1,000 on that. So I'm going to leave that as well. So we've got 30 there. We can definitely do 30. So that takes out, I can colour in. Which one am I going to go for? I'm going to go for a pink, I think. Colour in week 34. And I've also then put £2 on the next week, which was 35. So I owe 33 to week 35. There we go. I'll put that to one side, ready to go into my pound challenge pot. I think that is everything. Yeah, so still trying to get to the 1,378 by the end of the year. We are quite behind now. So that was last Friday. This one was dated on week 37. So that's 5th. Friday's date was the 12th. There we go. Okay, well, thank you very much everybody for watching. It is getting really tough, I think, in general for everybody. The squeeze is real, and it's really hard. And I just can't help but feel that I work too hard not to have nice things, but we've got to be realistic. So we'll keep trying, we'll keep persevering, we will get there. Next video I do will be a roundup of our debt and how much progress we're making. So I look forward to sharing that with you. I did clear off one debt, so we've got one to cross off. Argos card has been paid. I did direct a little bonus that I had towards that, so that's really positive. And I'm looking forward to sharing the impact of that at my next video. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.